pretty messed up here at the moment, but it is what it is. Let's see if I can. Hey, Blind Straight, what's up, brother? Um, Sorry, I'm trying to playing with my other phone at the moment, but um, so I'm pretty thoroughly fucked right at the moment. Um, to be able to fix this up and do something with it so that they'll allow me to live in it again. Um, it's kind of what I'm looking at this point. Um, yeah. So I don't have it, guys. I just don't have it. I don't. I don't know what to do. I talked to a friend that's willing to help me do the labor. Hey, Clash. I talked to a friend that's willing to help me do the labor in his free time. This is what I'm being told I need. And that's the price according to Menards. And that's just to get started. Twenty by 4s, 10 by 6s, 10 half-inch sheets of 4 by 8 OSB, 5 pounds of screws, 3-inch nails, depending on the variety for the nail gun or what, and then 14 bundles of uh, roofing. And that's just for the outside for the framing. And I called Menards, and Menards says roughly $819.72 plus a $105 delivery charge. And then after the framing, then I got to get an electrician to come in and pay an electrician to check everything out, make sure everything's safe. And then I got to get somebody from the gas company to come in because you guys can't see. Well, you might be able to, but see all the daylight coming through back there? That's because the tree came through behind there. Um, so yeah, I at this point, Canada, if I have to replace all the sheeting, I really want to take all that crap off anyway. The guy that's willing to help me do this, I'm not too sure he's willing to commit to that, but I'd like to take it all off. I mean, if I've got to put new sheeting up here anyway across the entire roof, I'd rather take all this crap off, get the weight off there, fix these, fix that one, fix that one. I'd rather do that, but I'm not sure that the people that are willing to help me are willing to. And I'd do it. I would do it. I mean, it might take me a day to rip all that stuff off, but what I'm being told right now is he just wants to get a jack and jack that up into place and put some 2x4s and jack that one up into place and put a couple of 2x4s and jack this up into. I'd rather rip everything off and get the weight off there and but I have to do what the people that are willing to help me want or are willing to get involved in. So I don't know what to do. And yes, Clash, that's what I would like. But again, the people that are willing to help me, I kind of, I'm kind of stuck with, I don't know. Chopper's good though, guys. There is no insurance, Clash. Apparently, from what I've been told from the guy I'm buying the house from, is after the last tree hit the house, our insurance was canceled. So there is no insurance. I was not aware of this, but it is what it is. The guy I'm buying the house from, and I had some people go through the contract, and apparently he has a loophole in the contract or something, but the tree was not on my property. The tree is on my neighbor's property, but I also stay up. That's the tree. The branch, I know you guys can't see, but it was a branch like that was up that way. You guys can't see very well, but right there is where it broke off from and came down and crushed the house. And that tree is on the neighbor's property. The neighbor called his insurance company. The neighbor's insurance company said, "No, screw you. It's an act of God. We're not getting involved." The neighbor talked to his insurance company, Clash. They won't they won't help in any way whatsoever. They're saying it's an act of God and they're not responsible. Let me see if I can get you a better look at. I don't think I can, but right there's where. Oh, well, maybe. No, not really. But I talked to I talked to the neighbor. The neighbor called his insurance company several times and was told by his insurance company that no, we are not going to cover anything. This has nothing to do with us. So all I know is what I'm being told, Clash. And I'm being told that this is 100% on me and nobody is responsible for any repairs but me. If you have some suggestions that, I mean, other than coming up with some kind of lawyer that I can pay to try to sue them and maybe they'll settle out of court. He's owned a house for less than a year. I mean, do I get a lawyer and do I sue his insurance company? Because he said, hey, he was actually trying to push for his insurance company to try to do something and they just said no. So, I don't know. So, okay, what do I do? What do I do to hold his insurance company responsible for that then? Because I had he called them several times and he talked to them and they told him no, we're not gonna cover anything. So now what do I do? Hire a lawyer, find some money, find some way to pay a lawyer to try to take him to court and something? I don't know. Now what do I do? Okay, so what you're saying, Clash, is I need a study that says the tree was neglected. Yes, according to what I'm seeing, and actually, if you look up there right now, you can't see it from here, but there's a humongous crack. I mean, there. Oh, actually, you can. There's the piece that came down on mine. On this other branch that's leaning over that way, there's a humongous crack. That other branch is going to come down. But how do I prove? How do I say it was neglected when they knew? I mean, it looks like a big healthy tree. How do I say they neglected? I don't know. Sure, I can. I got a bunch of money. I can hire a bunch of specialists that are going to come in and charge me hand over fist and stuff, and then I can try to take his insurance company to court. And when I mentioned that to him, he says, "Yeah, sue him." But it's going to cost me more to sue him, to sue his insurance company, than what it would cost to get started to repair my house. And see, here's the thing, Clash. If I had the money to hire a lawyer and to file a lawsuit against his insurance company and stuff like that, in the end, after we go through, I mean, how long does that take? Is that going to happen tomorrow? Is that going to happen next month? No, it's not. It's going to take months, if not years. If I can come up with a couple $1,000s to hire a lawyer to sue his insurance company would probably settle out of court in a year or two. I don't have a year or two for this. Okay, can I go to him and say, "Hey, I want your insurance company to do an inspection on this tree?" Because I mean, his insurance company is going to say, "Oh no, the tree was," but it's not. But okay, so I harbor uh, an arborist, is a tree people to come in and say that tree was bad. How do I prove that he knew that and neglected it? Prove that he knew that and neglected that fact. So I hire one. I spend several $100 to get somebody to come over and look at the tree and say, "Oh yeah, that tree's bad." And then in the end, how do I prove that they knew it and neglected it? Yeah, like I said, I could sue them, and then in a year or so, they may be willing to settle out of court, but I don't have a couple of years for this. What are the laws in Indiana, the America? What are the laws on that in America and specifically Indiana? Anybody want to help me pay a, what do they call that, a retainer for a lawyer? What's a retainer for a lawyer going to be? 6, 8, $1,000? I can get I can get the material. I can get the material I need to start rebuilding for about $1,000. Actually, if there is damage on your property, Clash, yes, they do. They tell you if anything, if the electrical line is damaged between the house and the pole, yes, it's your problem. If something is damaged, if they drill onto, if somebody drills at, yes, it is your problem. It is your responsibility if it's on your property. Okay, so what you're saying, Clash, is I go talk to him and I say, I want. Oh, wait, this might work. Hold on. I've got a way this could work. If I go to him and say, you only own this for less than a year, but people knew that this tree was in jeopardy. But how do you prove that and stuff like that? How do you disprove it? How do you, but it's going to cost me money I don't have. I could spend $1,000 on a lawyer to try to. Sorry, my ups. I apologize, guys. But what do I do? Those branches were in bad shape. Material on it, very little holding it up. Here's my question: do I spend $1,000 a year, or do I spend $1,000 trying to fix my house? Sorry, my life. So, Clash, what you're saying right now is I should go tell the neighbor, I think your insurance company has some issues and are denying their responsibility, and I want them to come out and check this out and investigate this. Yeah, I understand. I'm going to sit still. I'm going to sit still right here. But Clash are ruling, and I want them to be patient. So where do I come up with the money for that? And where do I get all the money for the people to investigate the tree, the lawyer to file the claims? That's going to cost me a couple of $1,000. At this point, for roughly $1,000, I can start the repairs. Okay, and I'm assuming I have to pay him. This room is hiccuping bad. Stay tuned.